What is happening, fellas? It's your boy Dying Food. I have no idea what that means, but that's okay, because we're back here today on the channel with another video for you, the people. And today I wanted to talk about what is on my wish list for the next Call of Duty game. Because it's getting to that time of year where we're going to start getting leaks and fakes and a bunch of other crap, and we're not going to know what's real and what's not. And without fail, every single year, there are some leaks and fakes that happen, and I get excited for them because I hope them to be true, but they end up usually not being true. And then I get pissed off because I got my hopes up. And it's this vicious cycle that just keeps going over and over. And then when the actual real game is revealed, I get even more pissed off because it's something completely stupid compared to what was faked. Perfect example, last year, Vietnam game. Looked sick, looked promising, looked legit, and it was not true. So me and you, as Call of Duty vigilantes, we gotta be on the lookout for that fake news coming up here in the next couple of months. Because they might be trying to sway the outcome of the 2018 Call of Duty release date, and it could be devastating to our democracy and our video game community that we have here on YouTube. Alright, so all jokes aside, I put together a short list of things I want to see in the next game, and I'm going to talk about each of them here. This is just a quick list I came up with kind of off the top of my head, and I'll probably add a lot more to it later on, but for now, here's what we got. First of all, I want to see the return of the Pick-10 system. I know I've badmouthed it a little bit in the past, but that's just mainly because there are wild cards that allow people to double up on perks, attachments, and other things. But overall, I think Pick-10 is a much better system than Divisions and World War II, and it allows for more player customization and doesn't have the kind of limitations that Divisions has. Divisions was a good idea, it was innovative, and it was something new, and it's okay to try something and have it not totally work out. I think it was good they took the risk, but it's time to go back to Pick-10. We know it, we love it, and we know it works. It's worked in just about all games of the past. Number 2, pretty straightforward one. I want to see a reasonable setting. None of that weird Jetpack 2065 Nuketown 3 bullshit that we saw in Black Ops 3, Treyarch. Please, for the love of God, save that weird shit for another time. I don't know what y'all were thinking in the last game. That campaign was absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what kind of drugs people were on when they wrote that. For me personally, that storyline made absolutely no sense whatsoever. I don't know if it was one of those things where you have to be super elite, XD, cool, smart, like you have to be to watch Rick and Morty to understand it. But for me, after a while, I was just mashing the A button to get through the next part of the campaign so I could finally say I finished it, and it was just so freaking weird. I hated it. I hated every second of it. Multiplayer was good, I guess. I know I can be a little bit bipolar when it comes to talking about Black Ops 3 multiplayer, but even though the setting was weird, it was good and balanced, and it ended up turning out to be a good multiplayer experience. I don't necessarily want to see anything like that ever again in Call of Duty, but it was good that they tried. It's over. Please, have a reasonable setting. Modern combat, baby. That's what we want, and we know this. The community knows this better than anyone else, that we need a modern set game free of jetpacks and other stupid bullshit that have ruined past Call of Duty titles. Next on my list here, I do not want to see the return of specialists, payloads, or any equivalent of a free kill streak that rewards players for doing nothing and has a participation trophy mentality. Looking at you, Black Ops 3, looking at you, Infinite Warfare. Please don't do this again. They were good, and I'll admit, they were a shitload of fun. I really liked using specialists and payloads, but at the end of the day, I cannot say that I'm a proponent of wanting them to return because they just go along with this idea of giving players free rewards, even if they're doing badly. And the worst part about that is that they can kill you and me and everybody else who might be doing good that round simply because they just sat there and waited for their bar to fill up to get that special reward for doing nothing. It pissed me off, dude. Oh, were you doing great and you had 12 kills and 3 captures all in one life and you're about to get your Wraith and your Wraps and you're in the zone and you're going so hard and then some dick in the corner gravity spikes you when you walk through the door? Oh my god, dude, I can't even talk about it. I'm getting mad just thinking about it. I'm sorry. I'll admit they were fun, but I just don't want to see them come back. That's all. Next on the list, I want to see a fair microtransaction system, and I think everybody in our community wants to see this as well. It's a no-brainer at this point. There is 0% chance of supply drops going away in Call of Duty. It's just that simple. Activision, $4.6 billion last year. They're here to stay. But that doesn't mean that the system can't be fair. Infinite Warfare, Modern Warfare Remastered, World War II all had a pretty fair system where you could craft specific items that you wanted instead of relying on RNG to get them. And as long as you can do that, where you can get your item that you want, I'm in total support of it. That may be the unpopular opinion because a lot of people are against supply drops altogether, but we gotta be realistic, guys. They're not going away, period. But I think we could all come together and agree as a community that as long as the systems are not like Advanced Warfare or, God forbid, Black Ops 3, because Black Ops 3 was even worse. Advanced Warfare had just weapon variances, which were stat changing, but Black Ops 3, completely new weapons that you cannot get unless you get lucky in a supply drop. That was unfair. And as long as that doesn't return, I think we could all be happy, right? Or at least I hope so. Next on the list, I want to see map variety. I'm trying to go old school again, where back in the day you had big maps, medium maps, and small maps. Whatever happened to that? Because it seems like in the last couple of COD games that have come out, every map is just kind of this weird, intermediate sized map, and it starts to feel old really quick because it feels like there's no variety of play style that you can choose from. Black Ops 1 and 2, I thought did a great job having a variety in sizes of maps. So Black Ops 3, not saying the maps were bad. There were some really good maps in there, but they were all kind of that same kind of weird intermediate size that doesn't give you total freedom of how you want to play. But what I think is more important than map size is, because I know Treyarch's famous for this, I want to see some different types of map design than your 3-lane maps that we see every single game as of late. Go back and look at the layouts of some of the old Treyarch maps in Black Ops 1 and 2, then look at 3. 3, every single map is the exact same. It's so annoying and it's so repetitive, and it just feels boring after a while. Not saying it's bad, I'm just saying if you have too much of anything, you're going to overdose on it and get bored of it. And it would not hurt to mix it up a little bit by doing some more circular or square map designs like they had in the older games, or even something tiny and little like Shipment from COD 4. That would be so much fun. Whatever they decide to do, I hope it's going to be good. I hope there's going to be variety, and I hope that that variety comes in the base game and you don't have to pay for these maps in DLC, because that would really, really hurt the game. Finally, and last on my list for today, even though I'm probably going to update this list a lot in the future, we need powerful kill streaks. Let me say it again. We need powerful kill streaks. Seriously. What has been the problem lately in the last few games? The last couple, in quotes, good mid-range score streaks I can name were the Raps and the Wraith. Those were from 2015, guys. What is the issue? We haven't had good kill streaks since 2015. I'm serious. Are there even any good mid-range kill streaks in World War II? I can't name one. The fighter pilot, that thing is shit, dude. It's shit. It sucks. What else do we have in that game? The carpet bomb? it's not like the carpet bomb from Black Ops 1, I'll tell you that right now. The mortar strike, shit. The artillery barrage, decent if you're playing hardpoint or some kind of objective game mode, but it's not anything to write home about. Flamethrower's okay, but it's not one of those fun kill streaks that you can get. Fighter pilot, waste of time. Paratroopers could be good, but they won't buff them enough, and I don't know why, but they've tried to fix them twice now, I think, and I think they're just a lost cause at this point. I much rather prefer the dogs, trust me. And it's not even like any of these streaks in World War II are easy to earn. 50 points a kill in domination. 50 points. I'm not going to let it go. I'm not letting it go, man. That's ridiculous. In a game with skill-based matchmaking, that's just, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it to equip the paratroopers, because you're probably much more likely to just get out of a care package than to equip it and get it the fair way. Which is just really sad for a game that was once known for its very powerful score streaks. When am I going to see the Black Ops 1 chopper gunner again? When? When am I going to see the Lodestar again? When am I going to see the Swarm again? And the Dogs, and the Pavlo, and the Griffin, and all the other good powerful kill streaks that were within reach for most players? I know what everyone's going to be saying, but dude, the ball turret gunner is just like the chopper gunner from Black Ops 1. It's basically the same thing. Dude, for the amount of score that it takes to get it, it's not even worth trying. And with requisitions, 2,400 points, I can't even get 2,400 points in most TDM games in COD World War II. That means if you're using requisitions and you're playing TDM, that you have to get over 1/3 of the total kills it requires to win, and you have to get them in a timely fashion so that you can actually use the ball turret gunner before the match is over. That's crazy shit. That's just crazy. But that is without a doubt, if I could only have one item on this list, it would be that. Please have good, powerful, obtainable score streaks. Obtainable for normal people like you and me. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm not some 360 no-scope jumping off the crane in high-rise, drop-shotting MLG, all coked up on G Fuel, optic scum, scuff controller, pro gamer. And I don't have the damn reflexes of some of these 13-year-olds that you play COD against. So please, give us a break. Let us have some score streaks too, will ya? But yeah, guys, that's it for the video. That is my wish list for the next Call of Duty game. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. And guys, that's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and you know the deal. If you liked what you heard, please leave a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And I will see you in the next one.